Do you find yourself addicted to these predictions and market outlooks that come out every single year? Stick around, and I'm going to talk about how there are no facts about the future. One of the questions we come across on a very routine basis sounds something like this. I think XYZ will happen, or I read that such and such economist said this or that is going to happen. The problem with that is they are making predictions about something that they simply can't have any facts on because it's happening in the future. Now, these outlooks and these predictions, they're entertaining, they're fun to read. And let me make it very clear, I read them myself because I really like to read what other smart people are thinking. However, you have to remember that these predictions and these market outlooks are nothing more than educated guesses and speculation about something that will happen in the future. And if you pin your investment playbook on predictions and things that have absolutely no facts or not grounded in any sort of reality, you could be setting yourself up for a disaster in your portfolio when you look at it over the long term. At Monument, one of the things that we focus on is that a plan has to be grounded in long-term strategy. And if you take out all of these predictions and all of these market outlooks, and you just look at what will happen to a portfolio if you leave it invested into a strategy over a long period of time, it has a very high probability of meeting the goals and objectives that you start out with in the beginning of the planning process. The important takeaway from that is once you set up an investment strategy that you're happy with, that has the right probability of success, that is tailored to meet your future goals and objectives, don't mess with it. The silver bullet to investing. Everybody's looking for it, and I'm going to give it to you right now. Keeping a cool head and letting your investment strategy work out over time is the silver bullet to financial success. Let's take the most recent market downturn as an example. The first half of 2025. It's very fresh in everybody's mind. The market went down almost 25%, seemingly overnight. But if you didn't need any money out of your portfolio, if you didn't tinker with it, it came back. Because these news cycles, these drawdowns, these pullbacks, they happen all of the time. Look back over the past 30 years of market history, and the evidence is littered throughout that time period. And you can see that if you didn't need to mess with your portfolio, if you didn't need to liquidate to make any sort of cash withdrawals out of your portfolio, your success rate in the underlying investment strategy is probably fantastic and has probably met your goals and objectives. That's great. That's what you want. That's the silver bullet. Very few, if anyone, makes actual money on all of these pullbacks, drawdowns, and recoveries. And if you think about it just from a very simple math perspective, if you try to guess if the market is going up or down, let's just say you have a 50% chance of being right, and you take all of your investments and you sell out of them and you go to cash, and you were right. Now you've got to be right about when to get back in too. So you have like a 25% chance of being right on both of those trades. And that's just a really low chance of being right. You would never go into a casino and walk up to a craps table and lay a bet on something that only had a 25% chance of winning. In order to keep a cool head, you have to remember to work in a data-rich environment. When you look at the data and you look at the statistics of long-term investing strategy, there is no better probability of success than long-term investing in the equity market. Cooler heads always prevail, and operating in a data-rich environment is one of the best ways to ensure that your portfolio will do what you expect it to do over the long term. The data should inform your confidence. And if you put those two things together, you have a very high chance of achieving all of your goals and objectives. That's a wrap. But before you go, be sure to click subscribe so you keep up to date on all of our videos. Be sure to join our newsletter so you can get access to our private YouTube playlist. You'll also receive monthly insights from our investment team. Curious about how your wealth strategy stacks up? Schedule your complimentary wealth check on our website. All the links you need are in the description below. I'm David Armstrong, and we're here to help you make your life option rich. We'll see you in the next video.